else, and this is an infamous one from ESPN, but it's also a big learning lesson. One of my top studio executives comes to me and says, "Hey, Mark, I got an idea for our NFL morning show." Right? And it was a lot of competition for the NFL. This is the morning show before the games on Sunday. And you're either watching ESPN or Fox, and good ad rates. So you really want to drive those ratings. And he says, "We're going to hire Rush Limbaugh." And I said, "What does he know about sports?" He said, "Rush Limbaugh is a massive football fan. In fact, he's a massive fantasy football fan before fantasy was a big deal. He actually knows his stuff. We brought him in for an interview. He's terrific. By the way, he's really good on air. You know that. His radio shows that, he was Joe Rogan when there weren't a lot of Joe Rogans out there." And I said, "All right, well, I want to be clear. I don't need to meet him. I don't need to interview him. I trust you. He cannot bring any of his social views into the studio or on our air. Like, I know he's very right. And I'm not saying that because I'm left or center or right. I'm just saying this is sports. We are doing football. If Rush Limbaugh is going to come talk informed football and open our show up to a broader audience, to fans that maybe don't watch ESPN, because of course he'll be talking about it every day on his radio show. Oh, on my ESPN football, we have a chance to reach more fans and bring in new audience. We'll do it. But I want to make it clear, out of bounds, anything outside of sports. Oh, he understands. We signed a big contract with him. First 4 or 5 weeks, our ratings spiked 11%. It was working. He was a megaphone on radio, and it parlayed into being a big winner for the show and the ratings. Now, all of a sudden, which, by the way, my head of human resources, black female, warned me he couldn't help himself. They get into a discussion about Donovan McNabb, who's the black starting quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles, as you know. And I don't know the exact line, but it was like an Al Campanis moment where he basically said, well, he doesn't have the faculties of a white quarterback, something of that nature. Which, just forget it. He stepped over the line, he blew the doors off, and I got destroyed. Forget about somebody brought me the idea. That's what happens when you're the boss. You get credit for things you don't deserve the credit for, and you get blamed for things that maybe aren't all your fault. It was my fault, though. I made the decision to greenlight it. He stepped over the line. By the way, I quickly fired him, but it didn't matter. I got destroyed. And it was one of those things, David, where like the wonder boy, the young kid, all this success, this age, running ESPN, see, he's in over his skis.
Those are such great learnings. I love it.